is relative, of course, but the hardest part of trying to play Magic is when you're losing and you're just getting beat up over and over again by either better decks, better deck building, better variants, all of these things we were talking about in the last previous episodes of Just Jack, Chat, and Philosophy. I think that's really important to kind of just go back to your roots. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that makes you smile? When you look at Magic, is it like some goofy card? Is it goblins? What is it that makes you enjoy the game more than anything else in the world? Because ultimately, that's why we play. We play because we love it. Now, when you're losing, do you still love it? Now, that might be another topic for another day. But having fun while your opponent's beating you is a really important skill to have. You have to be willing to watch your opponent win a couple games, so hopefully in the future they watch you win a couple games. And the best advice that I can have for this is just find what makes you happy. What is the thing that when you started playing Magic, it really boiled your blood in a good way? When you saw two interactions and you were like, yeah, I want to do that. I remember the first time that I saw Ringleader, and I was like, oh my god, you get to draw cards in my aggressive red deck? This is insane! And it just put this smile on my face that I still have to this day. There's a certain thing that happens in Magic that you love. There's cards that you enjoy playing. There's archetypes that just make your soul sing. And it's unique to each person. I can't tell you that playing Control will make you happy. I can't tell you that playing Goblins will make you happy. But maybe, one day, you're going to find what makes you happy in Magic. And when you do, no matter what happens, don't forget what that is. It's really important because a lot of people, when they start winning, they start getting infected by this desire to just keep winning more and more and more. And then when they see their opponent beat them, they get frustrated, and sometimes they even take it out on their opponent. They start being a bad sport. The best advice that I can give is just remember that this is a game, something that is meant to give you joy. Find what gives you joy. Embrace it. Hold on to it. There's very few things in life that make us feel a good way. There's very few things in life that make us feel like we're experiencing something profound and real. Magic has that gift. If only you're willing to remember what it is in the past that made you feel like that. The first time you discover your favorite interaction. The first time that you look at a card and you're like, wow, that's so busted. And it just makes your brain explode with all these beautiful ideas. I think that a lot of people, once they start playing competitively, they never go back. They never look back at what got them into the game. The archetypes, the play patterns, the cards that make you smile, that make you happy inside. That's the best thing that I can say. When you're losing, try to remember what made you happy. Hey, what's up? Appreciate you dropping in. Try to figure out what is it that really impacted you as a person. Because ultimately, this game is able to reflect what it is that we desire, the things that we love, the things we appreciate in life. And I think that it's really important not to forget that. As competitive as you can get, as far away from that beginning newbie starting ground as you possibly can get, still remember what it is that made you happy, what it is that meant something to you. Because there's so many cards, there's so many decks, and there's so many ways to play. It's really important for you to say at the end of the day, hey, I went 0-4 at my LGS, but I enjoyed all those matches. I enjoyed losing all those times. Why? Not because I enjoy losing. We're not, crazy people here. But because I did something that I loved. And it just didn't happen to go my way. Whether you win or you lose, you're still having fun if you're playing what you love. This is the best way that I can explain it. If you're playing a deck that you want to play just to win, and Magic's a 50-50 game and you only win half of the time, you're only going to be having fun half the time. And if you're winning and you're having a great time, but you don't like the deck, you may still only enjoy it half the time. But if you play every game with a deck that you love and something that makes you happy inside, then at the end of the tournament, even if you go 2-2, you're still going to be the happiest guy in the room because you know that what you were doing was silly and stupid and so much fun, and it put a smile on your face and it put a smile on your opponent's face because they got to see how much it meant to you, because they got to see how much It made you happy to play these crazy cards. And guess what? Your opponent might have beaten you, but you were the real winner because you invested your time into playing what you loved. And the losing is less harsh. It doesn't hurt as much. Yeah, it still stings a little bit when you go 0-4, but guess what? That's just a challenge. Brew your craziness. Come back next week with a sideboard that's built to destroy all the best decks, and you will have a better time than the person who goes 4-0 every single time. Why? Not because losing is fun, but because fun is better when you're doing what you love. Playing the game is better when you're doing something that really means something to you. If you're a control aficionado and it makes you feel good to play control, then play control. If the best deck's an aggro deck and you love control, what are you doing playing aggro? Play that control deck. Get run over, but guess what? Still have fun doing it. If you love playing combo decks, you like really janky 4-card combos in a format like Modern, which has the most removal of any format, still do it. Do it because, not because it's good, but because it put a smile on your face. And this is a game that we play in our free times. And in the free time that we have, we should be enjoying ourselves and desiring to lift each other up and to laugh instead of just divulging into a competitive mindset where, okay, what are the angles that I can get to potentially eke this win out? Those are good puzzles to have. It's good to have that mindset in a competitive environment, and especially when you're around people who are challenging you to get better. But do that with the deck that you love. You might get just as many wins as the guy who's playing the best deck. Not because your deck is better, but because you're more invested and more willing to change things to try to make it interact with the meta in a positive way. If you feel like you're trying too hard and you're losing and you're constantly frustrated with the game, I would challenge you in Magic to just take a step back, not walk away from the game, but try to remember what it is that when you started playing really gave you inspiration. What gave you hope? What was it that when you started playing you were like, ah, yes, this is the deck. This is why I play. And maybe if you're in like a lull competitively, even if you're doing really well competitively, every once in a while, go back to the thing that made you start playing, the thing that made you love Magic, and try it again. Maybe you have some new cards. One of my favorite things when I was not full into goblins, I loved goblins, but I was still trying to brew other janky combo decks. One of my favorite things was to brew a deck, play with it, goldfish it by myself, and then take out goblins and goldfish goblins by myself. If you want one thing to take away from this, I would say brew your favorite deck and keep it in your bag. Have it on standby for those games where you're frustrated at the end. And then say, hey, can we play one more? But I got a different deck. And take out your favorite deck. Show it to them. Show them what's up. Make it apparent to them that really it's so important to have fun and less important to just win. I think that it's really, really difficult to get through the hard times if you're not enjoying what you're doing. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. You really need to be willing to go back. Go back to what it is that when you first started playing Magic gave you that sparkle in your eyes. Made your heart light up. Made your soul sing. Because those are the things that will get you through the hard times. I always tell people, I probably spent 4 years going 0-4 with my bad decks. But you know what? I did it every week. And I was the happiest guy in the room the entire time. Not because I was winning, not because I'm like some crazy person who enjoys losing, but because I had fun. And having fun is what the game is supposed to be about, and your opponents also have more fun when you're having fun. So if you're losing, if you're frustrated with the game and how it's been going, I would challenge you. Figure out what it is that you love about Magic. What is it that made your soul sing? And go back to that. Am I crazy? Is that something insane? Let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate you being here. Till next time, I'll be streaming later. Peace.